Hello everyone, we are Team 1 and today we will be showing you our project Neumonic. Our team consists of Amir Abed, Arthur Chibizov, Dylan Bergen, and myself, Matteo Ferrigno. Neumonic is a device that will act as a general hub in your home for all things productivity related, but will prioritize in helping its users remember important or personal information through interactive ways. It will essentially look like a smart calendar with common APIs such as weather and traffic, but its core utility will be geared more towards personal reminders. Our original plan was for our application to come in 2 device models as well as a companion phone app, but for our demo we chose to construct the desktop model to better utilize our resources. The phone app, however, was not able to be completed as we had too many compatibility issues across operating systems. The main purpose of the phone app was to act as a convenient way to add reminders without having to awkwardly type on your kitchen wall with a digital keyboard, but this can still be overcome through the use of an optional stylus as well as the implemented voice command feature. Here we have renders of both the tabletop and the wall mount models, as well as the idea concept for what the phone app might have looked like. As mentioned, we chose to build the desktop model for the demo prototype, and this is how it turned out. As you can see, it makes for a good PC desktop companion, a bedside table device, or just fits anywhere you prefer to station it throughout your home. Now, I will hand it off to Amir to talk about the hardware and software processes.
Okay, so this is our hardware diagram. Here we show you pretty much how everything is connected, and in the center we have the Raspberry Pi, which is what everything is connected to. The Raspberry Pi is connected to the touchscreen display through an HDMI cable, and the Raspberry Pi and the display both need power, of course, so they have their own power supplies. And as far as the software diagram goes, from the bottom left of the diagram, you can see that it starts with the default display, and you have multiple options to input things like touchscreen or voice control, and then which would then update the display. And on the right side you have the user activity, which have things like alarms, and those get updated to the backend after you give the commands. And now Arthur is going to show our progress schedule.
This is the original schedule we estimated to follow between December and April, but due to some delays, I will show you our updated schedule in one of the next slides. So this is our final schedule. Here you can see the difference between our expected value schedule and the actual schedule that we went through because of shipping delays and the winter storm that affected our internet connection. The darker shades you see are the actual times we did the task at hand. The blue represents the software, purple represents the hardware, pink represents testing periods, and black represents things that we did not get to due to the time constraints or design shifts in our product. Some of the main issues we ran into when it came to the hardware side was having the display boot into the web app so the user would not see any operating systems, which would make our product look more professional. Implementing this kiosk mode was difficult since we had to edit the code in the Raspberry Pi's boot system, but after doing research and understanding how the Pi booted, it was a straightforward implementation. Now Dylan will continue with the rest of our project presentation.
Some advantages we have over our competitors with similar devices is that our product focuses on productivity and making your everyday life easier. We do this by making our features very easy to use and understand. We also try to keep our costs as low as possible to reach as many students as possible. Ideally, our long-term goal for Neumonic would be to have it entirely self-contained as one unified system, and that would be for maximum productivity efficiency. It would be able to be paired with our own line of compatible smart home products, which in turn would all be run and powered by Minova, which is our in-house AI. Our go-to market strategy is not very detailed since we have spent more time developing the product itself, but our target audience, as you can tell, would be college students. We would ideally partner with the universities and have their logos on the display, and also add university features such as campus maps and event pages. We would also try having multiple processes done in-house, such as advertising, in order to keep our overhead costs low.
And now for a video presentation.
So at first hand you see a calendar where you can click on any day, add events or edit events. And today you can see make video at 10:59. It's 11, as you can see down here in the corner and up there. And on Friday next week we have the presentation. You can go to week or day by day, go to Friday, and you can see like a very detailed schedule. Click here, go back to today, where you have the temperature, wind, and sky condition, and date and time. Over here we have the habits and tasks. You can click on them to get rid of them, or click them back to have them come back. On the left hand side we have settings, where you can go to account detail, display details, about, and contact us if there's any bugs or any issues. We have multiple tabs here. You can have habits, where you can put your habits every day and you can check which boxes you want. These would pop up on those days that I checked. Or add new habits. This comes up, you can have a daily, weekly, custom, and choose a priority. Down here we have a sticky note page where you can add a reminder. These aren't time limited or don't have due dates, but it's just things that you've always wanted to do, like building a PC, finishing reading a book, and you can just get rid of them as soon as you finish them, or add new ones. We also have an alarm page where you can have different alarms for different days and what days you want them on, a stopwatch, and the timer. And here we go back home, where you can see everything.
And finally, we have our poster, which summarizes everything that we've shown you here today. Thank you.